Stadium in Eugene. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he's knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense. And this
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Could be an alley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Back to throw, it's Levin. Got his man on the right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the catch, and he's free. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Breaks the tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Makes the grab in their space. Running inside the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks.
I just love that about this team, because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Barry. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra.
Finding some room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Moore to throw. Here's the pressure. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Moore to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Dante Moore wants to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The run inside. It's Barry. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
That is another incredible run by this guy, David. We're only in the second quarter. That's already his second rushing touchdown. If he stays in the game, he might run for 400 yards in this one day.
He's going to put up whatever he wants. This is a dream scenario, man. If you get close to this in a game, you're happy about it. Give him the ball more often. This defense, they better find some answers, because right now it looks like a grown-up and children running after him trying to tackle him.
And they did tack on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing more. Pressure coming. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Moore will throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Ducks want to move quickly. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20.
22. Q.
These DBs going to give a little cushion.
Ready, go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Under fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Ready, go.
Dante Moore fires to the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown LSU! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
There's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore. He lobs one high down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Rock, rock, rock. Slide, slide. Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
Moore to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Hooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down. Just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. More to the air again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! Gets it into the end zone.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At midfield, he's got room. Quarterback gets the first down. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Running inside. It's Durham. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing more. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Moore to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So ass off that phone, boy. So ass off that phone, boy. Get your ass off that phone.